Good morning. Welcome to Meditation 2, Video 19. First, the spiel. This is only going to make sense if you've started from the first video. There are 40 videos in the first set of videos known as Lesson 1. And so far we're on video 18 for Lesson 2. So, be humble, start from the beginning. How are you going to know where the beginning begins? Use the links below this video. If you don't see links, then you need to get yourself to the dedicated YouTube page for this video. How are you going to do that? Find the YouTube icon right around here. Give it a click or two. It'll take you right there. About an inch below the video, you'll see a button that says Show More. Click that. It will reveal all the links you need, including the first one that says the series of 52 lessons begins with a meditation, Lesson 1, Video 1, arose beyond any other name. The third link says download the latest free practice materials. Then there's a link that takes you to class materials first quarter. Go there, download the latest version of the first set of practice texts. Actually, what's the exact name of the document? It's called, First Set of Lesson Texts. Pretty unimaginative. So let's dig in. We're on page 20. Following along, you said, hey, we skipped a bunch of pages. The answer is yes. That's a review of materials already covered in the first lesson. In the first lesson, we learned the wisdom training verbal. And we learned about 12 exercises. Now we're going to learn the silent version of the same set of exercises. So if you've been doing your homework from Lesson 1 for at least a week, preferably more, then you're ready for Lesson 2. So here's the deal. The exercises you learned in Lesson 1 were complete sentences, and they made perfect sense. The silent version of the same exercises here in Lesson 2 are limited to 3 or less syllables on the in-breath and 3 or less syllables on the out-breath. So the sentences are concise, the syntax is incorrect. In fact, some people would say that Lama Jigme's silent exercises are where good grammar goes to die, kind of like an elephant graveyard. So let's dig in. We're going to learn this generically and practice it specifically. So when you look at the first exercise on page 20, and you know it's page 20 because the first thing it says, the heading reads, Wisdom Training, Silent. Okay, the first exercise reads, there's a bunch of different words inside brackets, followed by an open space, followed by greed, sad, fear, or rage. For instance, it could be saying, where feel greed, where feel sad, where feel rage, where feel fear. Below that, in line 2, there's another set of brackets with 3 variables. You could ask, where body, where feel mind, where feel me. In the third line, you can simply ask, what feeling, what hearing, or what seeing. To keep it simple, we're just going to ask, what feeling? So the exercise is simply, what feeling, chain, ray, zig. Let's do that 3 times. Let's count them on our mala using our pinky finger. So, what feeling, letting go. second exercise on page 20. Once again, this is only going to make sense if you've already learned lesson 1. So, second exercise on page 20. Why this not satisfy? Everything fails to satisfy. The bad stuff obviously sucks, but even the good stuff. Take your favorite dessert. When was the last time you said, that's delicious, I'm fully satisfied, I never need to have this again? No. You typically said, man, I can't wait to have this again. So not only do bad things fail to satisfy, so do good things. Our job is not to beat ourselves up about it, but to explore it within the context of learning how to let go. Page 20, exercise 3. Why could this never last? Or we could ask, why could this always change? Well, what's the rule of thumb here? Glad you asked. There are basically 3 categories of phenomena. That which causes suffering, that which is pleasurable, and that which is neutral. So if something is obviously yucky, we ask, why could this never last? If something is pleasurable, we ask, why could this always change? Because we don't want to sow the seeds of pessimism. If something is neutral, we put it in the same category as something is pleasurable and simply ask, why could this always change? So if you're practicing generically and nothing particularly sucks in the moment, that's great. Why could this always change? Now remember, these are rhetorical questions. It's not our job to answer them. In fact, it works better if on the in-breath we just ask the question, and on the out-breath we relax with the recitation of the out-breath. This relaxation is not a contrivance. It's the way we're designed. Every time we breathe in, whether we know it or not, we tighten up. The spiritual application of that physical phenomena would be tightening our attention, or concentrating, or noticing. On every out-breath, whether we know it or not, whether we feel it or not, we let go, we relax. The spiritual application of the physical tendency to relax is letting go. So, by noticing on the in-breath and letting go on the out-breath, this is not a contrivance. This is simply exploiting our natural tendencies, profiting from our natural tendencies. Let me check the timer real quick on this lesson. Okay, 8 minutes, not too shabby. So that's enough to get you started right now. The next lesson will continue on page 21. So right now we're going to coil my Lama and give it a bless. This is something you learned in the first set of videos. I want to thank you for your time and your kind attention. I want to thank you for your enthusiasm to become a better person and make the world a better place. Start one person at a time, starting with yourself. I want to thank you for your time, your kind attention, and your donations. Before you go, oh yes, I want to quick benediction. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Before you go, you'll want to make sure to click subscribe and then check the box that allows you to get email notifications in your inbox every time I upload a video. You'll want to click like, and you'll want to click share. There you go. And if you don't click share here, you can always click share here. One of the links below this video will allow you to register for the next series of weekly webinars. When do they begin? Monday the 7th of January. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.